can't see any of your faces, which is even cool. So I'm the only female comic of the night. So technically I can't suck, right? Because I'm like, oh, hashtag me too. I don't know. You be the judge. You be the judge. Any New Year's resolutions out there? Anyone? Oh, okay. No, me either. I can't handle any more failure in my life. I feel like, why set yourself up when you know you're not going to meet the goal? I don't understand it. Let's make a goal that we know we're not going to ever get to. I saw some friends on Monday, January 2nd. They were like, tomorrow starts dry January. We're so excited. Like, tomorrow's like, we're doing dry January. I got a text from them on Wednesday morning, and they're like, that lasted a day. A day. Like, we got too angry not drinking. It wasn't good for the relationship. It wasn't healthy for the relationship. I didn't know that was good relationship advice. Just keep drinking. Look, no judgment. I wouldn't have made it a day. Pretty sure. I would make it a day. But what do you say to that? I didn't want to be like, well, I knew it. Like, you're luscious. Like, I didn't want to be that person. So I was trying to be optimistic. I was like, well, you gave it a good go. Congratulations on your dry Tuesday. That's a good one. Look, start small. I didn't have a dry Tuesday, did you? I don't know. There's no judgment. Oh man, and the diets, like, it's just the diet things on my Facebook feed are just I'm not searching for them. I'm not, so I don't know why you're pushing them at me. I don't know why that's a thing. I feel like at this point in my life, it's easier to just change the way I think about how I look.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, it's way easier just to let's just change the way how I feel about myself, right? Than actually trying to put the work into it. Like my love handles. I got some love handles. I could be like, oh my God, I'm so fat. Or I could be like, those love handles are really preventing me from looking a lot like Gumby from behind. Right? Because when you don't have an ass or hips, it's like, you're like, cardboard cutout. Human. I don't know. I feel like it adds a little more dimension to my rear end because the side profile's not good either. So I feel like I'm happy with the dimension. Like, I love the handles, is where I'm at. It's a healthy place to be, for sure. But I can't handle any more failure in my life because I'm working on jump-starting a second career. And I don't know if anybody in the audience has tried to start a second career. Anyone? A couple? It comes with a lot of rejection and failure. I don't know if you know that. I got a rejection email for a job I applied for on Thanksgiving Day. Oh. True story. It was like, hey, happy Thanksgiving, you didn't get the job. Like, you're a fucking American company. You know what I'm doing on Thanksgiving Day. Like, it's not even a foreign, it's a lot of rejection. But my first career was public education. Yes, 26 years, public education. I was a special education teacher. Yeah. And school psychologist for the last 15 years. I was a school psychologist. Wow. Do we have any education people? Do we have any parents? Okay. Parents are going to hate this. Way less education people are going to be. No, I had the saddest year I ever had was last year working in education. Just so much crying and like these hopelessness and despair, and that was just in a teacher workroom. Kids were fine. Kids were fine because the teachers lost all hope. Like, they just lost all sense of will to live. And they're like, fuck it, I don't care, just don't kill yourself for me. That's where we are. I used to love those news reports that would come out like, are kids falling behind on their academic benchmarks? Really? They're fucking, I'm like, really? That's what, just don't die. Like, that's what we're just trying to, but I started to sense, I promise it gets better. I feel like we just hit a low point. I started, take the ride with me. Follow the journey. I started to feel lot when I was just circling the parking lot in the morning before school. You ever had that job where you're just driving? Oh, really? Is it just me? Does someone have to use the bathroom? I don't know. I was driving, like, circling the parking lot, like, a half hour before school, like, and at first I'd pretend like I was looking for a parking space. And then, like, all of a sudden the security would be like, Ross, bell rang 20 minutes ago, man, what are you doing? Just trying not to cry. It's good. It's good. I'm ready for the day. Your psychologist is here. Right? Like that's the psychologist you want to go see, that they're doing this when you want like doing that, like, words of affirmation in the mirror. It's good. It's good. I also knew I was getting burnt out when I just stopped refilling the tissue in my office, because I had the theory, the philosophy that if you don't see tissue on the table, you're not going to cry. I was wrong. Wrong. As it turns out, it doesn't matter. People just, they'd use their or nothing, and it's just, it doesn't. It's a false premise. But I knew I was done. I knew I was done when a teacher knocked on my door and was like, hey, Diane, there's a student crying out in the hallway outside the bathroom door. She's having a complete meltdown. And I said, well, that sucks. I hope their day gets better. After that, I said, honey, I can't. It's too much. I can't take it. I quit. It's half true. So I'm married. We have married people. Yes, we have married people. So, and then we're married to someone completely different, like we're opposites.
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah. I think that's my wife that's clapping, actually. No, my wife, like, she still has hope. You know, like, still has hope, and like loves the holidays, like Christmas, like the holidays was like, oh man, let's celebrate, like, buy gifts, the whole, I can't fucking stand the holidays, you know. And we were watching this Christmas movie, and she was all like, like loving it. And I'm just making, like, sarcastic comments. I was like, you know, that's fake snow. There's not even real snow. Like, nobody says that, honey. I don't know. And what adult still believes in Santa Claus? Like, that doesn't happen. And she was like, why do you gotta steal my joy? I can't help it. I can't help it. It's genetic. I come from a long line of joy stealers. It's not my fault. Fucking, well, my family's a mess. I can't. It's bad. Just wrap a sweater around that. I don't know. Holiday sweater around that. But we did spend some time with family. We did the circle, and she comes from a very Italian Catholic family, right? Like, really Italian. Like, my mother-in-law is the quintessential Italian mother. Whose love language is aggression. I don't know if you have one of those.
Yep.
Yeah. When I first met her 10 years ago, she only spoke to me in one-word utterances. It was like, sit, eat, go! 10 years later, we've progressed. We've evolved to complete sentences. Now it's like, I've made you this pie. Now sit, eat, go! Oh, you really do love me. It's awesome. Do we have anyone dealing with older parents? Yeah. Older? Okay, before you clap, hold on, because I've learned we need to define older, apparently, in this crowd, and also with the comics, because I'm pretty sure I'm your oldest, if not second to the oldest comic tonight. But also, like, I asked that question earlier this week, and the young kid was like, I do. If you say 50, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. You fucking tell me your older parent is, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. And he's like, my mom's 55. I said, come here. Get a little closer. He's older. So I was looking up I was like, how do I tell this joke? And I was like, elderly, and I looked it up. Elderly, do you know? 65. Yeah, that'll depress the shit out of you. It's 15 years away from me, which is why I'm not doing dry January, because there's gonna come a point where I can't even lift my own glass to my own fucking mouth. Do you hear me? Eat what you want, drink what you want, life is fucking short. Right? Preach it. Alright, so I'm just gonna, I'm doing 80. My parents are in their 80s. Is there who's a vocabulary, who's a reader? Octogenarian? Did I get that right? Yes. Holy shit. Okay, so my dad is 82. So you know he's wearing bungee cords for suspenders. Have you seen that before? He says, for quick release.
It works.
That's what 82 gets you. Strong sense of urgency. He's just trying to not shit his pants in public. Like, that's where we're all going, you know? Do you know? That's where we're all gonna end up. Oh, man. I'm gonna end with this story. I had a very weird recent gynecology experience. I feel like this is a safe room. Right? So stay with me. So I recently I went to a gynecologist, and you're not gonna hear this story from anyone else tonight. This is the only time you're gonna hear this story. And it was just weird. Like, so I'm in the exam, and he says two things to me. And he says, number one, he says, when a woman gets to a certain age, you don't need your annual pap smears anymore. Right? And I was like, well, that's weird. Why are you there? I don't need to be. Is this a dress rehearsal? Like, I don't know. We just have nothing else better to do. And then he said, I'm retiring. I want you to know I'm retiring next year. But if you'd like to come back for one more exam, if you'd like to come back for one last exam, I can probably make that happen. We don't have that kind of relationship. We don't see each other socially. A couple men here aren't laughing up front. I'm gonna break it down for you. I see you right here. I see you. I'm going in. Here we go. Okay, so it's like you're going to get your prostate checked. Okay, have you done that? You look pretty young. Have you gone? Is it the proctologist? Help me. Yes, to go there. And he does the thing. He's got the finger. He does the thing. He's got the finger in the butt. Now he's got the finger, and he says, "Hey, by the way, I'm retiring next year. If you'd like to come back and wish me a happy retirement while my finger's in your butt, we can make that happen." So anyway, I made my appointment. To get a Brazilian wax, because nothing says happy fucking retirement to your gynecologist than a baby's bottom. So I'm doing the Brazilian wax. I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna be like, and my wife also goes to the same gynecologist. I said, honey, let's make it a twofer. We're gonna both go in, and I'll be great. Except I forgot he's also gay. I might have forgot to. He's a gay male gynecologist, so I think it might fall a little short on that. I do, but I have an idea. I think what we should do is switch. So I think I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna bring you to my gay male gynecologist for this exam. Because I think he's gonna be way better. I think it's a way better experience for both of you. You don't know it yet, but I think he's gonna know what he's doing. I'm really trying hard to get this out. And my wife and I are gonna go to your likely straight proctologist for his retirement, because I think he would way more appreciate the twofer situation.